Minidoka, Idaho right now. There's a Y that goes down to Burley. The train's staring at me right there. But the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Or sorry, Idaho. I would highly suggest you trace your train. I would probably tell it. This is a view that I got on. Trace to Minidoka, and it goes here and then to Burley. And if it goes here to one of these farms, you are F. There's no recourse whatsoever. You are just out here in the middle of effing nowhere. So I'm gonna try to switch cars into that. Go to the back before we're stopped here. So we're stopped here at Minidoka. I don't think I have the time and or I don't know, visibility to go by the unit. That train's gonna leave. Speaking of that, I gotta get back on. There's another grain train. There's another grain train staring right at me from the other side. I was waiting for this other freaking train to pass to go down there. But I got off and looked, and there's probably enough time, but the freaking conductor and the engineer are off the train staring at me from the head end, so I don't know. I was really hoping to get into that unit today. Oh well, I guess it's grainer through the night through 3 crew changes. Well, sometimes you have a bad feeling about things and you probably should, I don't know, heed them, because right after the last clip that I stopped the camera, they moved this train just like I thought they would, or thought they could, I guess. And if I would have got off, I might have been stranded here. This is the middle of nowhere, like I was talking about before. There's a cool old water tower. It would be cool to explore with like shade and stuff out here. If you had supplies, I guess you could like stop at this Y to Minidoka, or at Minidoka, and then you can wait till another train like mine stops, get back on another one. But it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no stores or anything really. So it's one of those crew changes, middle of nowhere, or not crew changes, but spots, middle of nowhere. And I guess you could get off and check out all of the field. But not about that right now. Really trying to get to Oregon.
but I haven't seen one. I've heard they exist, but somebody didn't make it through the night. It sucks.
So, we're leaving Nampa right now. There was something going on with the train. I don't know, something wrong with one of the units, the DPUs. And I was listening to the radio the whole time, and we talked about coming in the DPUs. And so they stopped the DPUs right in front of the yard office. And they checked the mid DPUs one by one. There's 3 of them on this train where I'm at in the mid. And they definitely came in here. And when I heard that, I shoved all of my stuff, you know, into this tiny little bathroom. And I've heard that works, but, you know, during inspections, but I wasn't entirely sure. But I was sitting in there just silent, holding my breath. And the guy came in, checked the throttle to make sure that it was not on a different setting in this DPU. And he was like, oh, it's fine, and then left. So we're out of here now. I don't know what we got going on here. Let's see here, 16 miles an hour. Getting out of here. He turned the cab light back on him. Turn that shit off. Yeah, that was scary. A little scary. It's like, I don't know, what is it? It's 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to bed, getting off in the Grande. I am out of beer, so that kind of blows. But, you know, just got to deal with it and go to bed and wake up in the Grande and hopefully switch trains, because I don't know where this thing's going. I'm guessing it's going to Portland, but I can't be 100% sure. So I'm going to get off in the Grande, see what that's all about, and hopefully switch to an IM train or a GM that traces to Portland, because Hinkle and Hermiston is the next crew change after that, and that's where all the GM trains usually break up. But I'm not sure after they got rid of the classification yard there. Well, they didn't get rid of it, but they severely downgraded it. The other reason why I don't really think I should stay on this train past the Grande is it's possible that I guess I could go to Spokane and then up on their SI line or whatever that is to Canada, but I don't know. Probably won't. I'll probably just go to Portland. But I don't want to take the chance. Let's take a train I know that's going over to Portland. And yeah, we'll update in the morning because I am tired. I'm going on, God, I don't even know. There's like 5 days with maybe a total of 10 hours sleep for all 5 days. So I'm a next level deprivation of sleep right now. I'm borderline hallucinating. So it happens sometimes, but I'm gonna sleep. It'll be a nice roll all the way up to the Grande. Hopefully I don't miss it. But they're gonna check the unit there anyway, so they'll at least wake me up, right? We'll see.
Did you see that deer? Good evening and welcome to Grande, Oregon. I got here this morning. It's about dark now, like 9 o'clock. Just walked through town, found myself a camp out in the woods, which I finally made it to Oregon. I finally got out of the goddamn desert to a place with trees. It rained on me this afternoon like you saw in the other clip, and I just went to Safeway and pretty much stocked up on like a whole bunch of supplies because I'm planning on home bumming Grande for at least a few days, and sitting out in the woods by the river and maybe revamping some old jungles that are out there. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely gonna be camping out there. It's gonna be sick. I'm so excited to be in the state of Oregon. Immediately when I got here this morning, a woman stopped at Safeway. I was feeling rough. I was riding that DPU like you saw and tried to get some sleep. I ended up getting here way too quickly. I only got like 4 hours of sleep. And jumped off, and this lady in Safeway, right as soon as I got some beer and drank a couple sips over in the corner of Safeway, immediately stopped with her minivan and asked, you know, you need a ride? She's like, where are you going? I'm headed east to, I don't know, Akron, Ohio, maybe somewhere in Ohio. But, I stopped and offered me a ride, and yeah, I turned it down. Thanked her, you know, but she was ready to take me all the way to Ohio. But it's funny how people can pick out sometimes, you know, travelers versus home bums. Like, not talking shit yet again on home bums, just saying, like, with my pack and like the certain look that I have, I guess, about me. She stopped and she's like, oh, I used to hitchhike for years in the 60s and the 70s. And I just love the state of Oregon for that matter. Like, I fucking love Oregon. I'm so glad to be back here. If I could, I would not go back home. If I didn't have shit I had to go back to, I would stay here indefinitely. Love this state. It's my favorite. But I've never been here before to this part of Oregon. Like, I've ridden through, but I've never stopped and got off here in Grande. So I'm gonna see what it's all about. Go to a bar, check out this beautiful sunset slash giant freaking thunderstorm. I didn't even see that. Look at this thing. Holy crap. That's probably headed this direction. Let's look at the updrafts in that thunderstorm. Are ridiculous. That is sucking up moisture hard into that cumulonimbus cloud, and if the wind pushes out this way, it is going to rain real hard in like 2 to 4 hours. So I gotta get back to camp and check it out. Anyway, let's see what's up. All right, so I usually don't like to get, you know, political on this channel or whatever, but I thought I must say something about this. So you've got this tax business right here, okay? Prosper Business and Tax Service, which looks like a local, you know, tax business, right here. And you walk next door, like literally, and there's a fucking H&R Block, and you got Prosper Local Business, national or multinational corporation tax fucking business of H&R Block. Like, that's just ridiculous. I feel like our country is that, like, I see more and more of that, where like local businesses right next to them are being cropped up with these freaking multinational corporations. They just have like nothing, you know, to do with the local economy at all, and putting people out of business. Like that small tax man right there, tax man. And yeah, HR Block popping up right next to, I guarantee that tax service was there before that H&R Block, and that H&R Block strategically put up shop next to that small tax service. And like, you know, I don't like taxes, I don't agree with it anyway, but, or not that I don't agree with it, but, you know, whatever, that's a whole different story. But the fact that those two businesses are right next to each other kind of like bugged me a lot. Anyway, that's my rant on local business. So after wandering around here in Grande in the forest around the tracks for a long time, I ran into this spot here. Give you a view with all this stuff, and I thought it was a home bum camp originally, and I came up here in the middle of the night and was looking around, asking if anybody was here. There's nobody here, but it looks like, looking around, this might be maybe a jungle for, you know, the people in the Grande. I don't know, but either way, it's like a nice spot where it's at, and it's trash to shit. You can like see down there where there's more trash and trash. This tent is like completely collapsed, and it's been here for a long time. I don't know, when this was set up, might be, looking at this Ozark Trail tent here. I don't know, it could be like 2 years, it could be like 10 years, I don't fucking know, but I think I'm gonna spend the day just cleaning this place up and turning it into a you know, righteous spot, pretty much. Kind of like what I was doing in Portland. There's a lot of potential. I mean, it's like a pretty nice spot here. It just needs some TLC. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just hang out and like restring all this stuff going on here, and set up this tent, put up some tarps, and just give a, you know, good place to hang out, I guess. Like turn it into a jungle proper, you know. But anyway, if I sound weird or whatever right now, by the way, I'm just got some sleep finally, but I was like 5-6 days without like any sleep, like maybe 10 hours of sleep for 5 days. So I'm trying to rectify that. Just bought a whole bunch of supplies here in the Grande, and I'm gonna hang out in the woods for a while is my plan. Just yeah, sit out here in the woods. I'm not planning to like catch any trains or anything for the next couple of days. Just sitting out here. There's a nice river, and yeah, I'll show all the spots we're gonna go do some exploring, some wilderness camping, pretty much, and hoping that the monsoons don't come in, or whatever you would call it in this part of the state, because the rain has been, apparently, according to the locals, a lot more rain and weather than they've seen in a few years. So another reason to, you know, string up tarps and stay dry. But till then, how goes it, everybody? Day or two later, hanging out here in the Grande still. Walked and found a jungle here somewhere in the Grande, and like I said, I was gonna clean it up, and I did them at best of my abilities, but it's kind of gross, as most of these places are, as you can see. It's like all this trash, but I moved all of that trash down there. I can't take that back to town. It's just, this is too ridiculous. I don't know, just people don't respect these areas at all, and they just bring stuff out here and just like pile it up and leave it. I don't know what to say about that. But anyway, I strung up this hammock here, made this flat space, put in a fire ring, some chairs, like a place to hang out, you know, and there's a whole bunch of tools and stuff over here that I sorted out, and there's this tent that, God, this is a project. Jesus, I spent almost an entire day doing this, trying to string up this tarp shelter over this tent here. This is like classic what you would. Good evening. Welcome to Grande, Oregon. Oh, it's been a few days here trying to recoup. Oh man. Trying to find a train that will not drop me off in Hinkle Yard in Hermiston, Oregon. and trying to find a good ride. Like, you know, one of these gondolas or something. This looks like a weird train. I'm gonna guess from all the auto racks this is coming from Roper or Ogden, Utah. I don't know. Just gonna sit by the tracks, hanging out, waiting. But it's beautiful here. It's been so nice with the river and, you know, the trees and whatnot. Really hoping to keep that up and not get back to Hermiston, because that is the middle of nowhere with no cover at all. It has been so hot. God, the sun. Oh, makes me want to die. I am ginger, if you can't tell, and pretty impossible for me to deal with the sun. And Hermiston has a lot of it, so gonna hopefully try to get to Portland, going on here, and then further south. I'm running out of time. This train line has been awful. I would severely recommend against to anybody that's going to be around here riding the Northwest Corridor of Union Pacific. It's been really bad. Not a lot of trains. The trains that do come don't make any damn sense. And yeah, I'll stop complaining about that. I'll touch on that more in Portland when we get to here, or when we get to Portland. But yeah, we got sunset, and we got this train, which I think is a Roper train. Update soon.
Good morning. Welcome to the Columbia River Gorge. Yeah, almost to Portland. It was a night last night. But now we have this beautiful Pacific Northwest scenery, so made it. Utah and Oregon. The NSF's main line is right over there. Dam right here. The camera's pointing my way. They're serious about it. There's fucking cameras all over the damn place here. Lost my hat. Moldova Falls. Delicious.
We're getting off the train here in Portland, northeast area, Portland. Passed up a massive home bum encampment, just barely. So I'm glad to have done that. But now I got to figure out where the fuck I am, because I don't know exactly where I am right now getting off, but I don't know. I'm gonna go hang out behind this fucking tank car and look some stuff up and see. It looks like a lot of people hang out around here. Like there's a lot of rider tags and stuff, so see how that goes. But I don't know about like this train, like where it's going. But it seems like this train's going to like Fife, which I could have stayed on it, but definitely not right now. Not looking to do that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Fucking kind of drunk. Kind of out of food. Kind of dehydrated. So I'm just gonna like sit over here for a minute. I need a moment. Welcome back to Portland, Oregon. Same spot I was at a long time ago. Not too long, I guess 2016. But I'm just sitting here waiting on a northbound to Seattle. This is the southbound that goes into Albina Yard a little further that way. Goes through the tunnel and down into that yard. And I'm waiting on one of the other directions. So we'll see. The train that I was on actually just sat there all day in North Portland, and then I went to the store and I got something to eat and took a nap, and I came back up to this spot and it was just going up here. That train I was on was going to Seattle the whole time, going to Argo Yard, but I decided not to take it. It was just I was too tired, but might wait for the same thing to come along again. Or another one. I don't know how many trains really go up there, but at least a couple a day, I think. But we'll see. It's dusk. It'll get dark here pretty soon, and we'll see what's what. I think it's pretty easy to guess where I am. Hanging out. Downtown Portland. Wait until night. Still don't know which direction I'm going to go, but I decided not to go north to Seattle. So we'll see what happens after that. So we got this sweet thing going on. 2 trains crossing Steel Bridge. One's the Amtrak Cascades, and the other one is freight train. But that yellow unit right there, that's an Operation Lifesaver Amtrak locomotive. You do not see that every day. This is me foaming the Amtrak. You will not see me do this very often. The Amtrak is fucking gotta be the most boring thing on the train lines, but yeah, I'm gonna get more of it. Check this out. Look at it go in all of its glory. Operation Lifesaver unit. That thing's brand new too, 50 years.